Colts and Titans. This game was in Tennessee. Indianapolis made it an absolute onslaught here. 41-10 was the final score. Really never in doubt from the Colts. They can't call it the perfect season anymore, unfortunately. They're not calling it the perfect season.
I didn't wear completely all black, but I should have.
I was going to say, I thought you were going to wear all black.
This is the moment of the show that feels like a funeral. Well, but you know what? The perfect season may be over. Mm-hmm. But back to Isaiah Rodgers, we will forever have the perfect game.
That's true. Yeah.
We have the perfect game.
We have the perfect game.
Isaiah Rodgers.
But the perfect season is done as the Indianapolis Colts have punted this year. Once.
They had to get Rigoberto a rep.
They punted once.
They just had to do it.
Top 5 graded players for the Indianapolis Colts as the victors in this one, 3-0 on the season. Edge rusher Leatu Latu at the top of the list with a 90.1. Cornerback Kenny Moore. Nice little pick 6 to start the game, 85.0. Wide receiver Michael Pittman with a 83.0. Wide receiver Alec Pierce, an 80.3. And then defensive tackle Grover Stewart with a 73.9. Quarterback Daniel Jones in this one, another great game from him, an 84.6. On Tennessee's side of things, defensive tackle Jeffrey Simmons with a 76.6. Offensive tackle Dan Moore with a 72.1. Tight end Gunnar Helm, the rookie, 70.8. Number 3 on the list, fellow rookie Elikayo Manor, their wide receiver with a 70.5. And then tight end Chig Okonkwo with a 69.3. Quarterback Cam Ward, a 50.7 in this one. I know you want to talk about the Colts. I got to talk about the Titans here for a second. I don't think they're going to fire Brian Callahan. I think the whole idea was he needed to get a quarterback. He needed to get his quarterback, their quarterback. And the whole reason why you hired Brian Callahan as the former offensive coordinator for the Cincinnati Bengals and what they've done with Joe Burrow and everything was for this. However, they are the most undisciplined team in football right now. They had 8 penalties for 68 yards in this game. They have 30 penalties accepted through 3 weeks, which is the most in the NFL. I think their 8 or 9 dropped passes is at least top 10. It might be top 5 in the NFL for total drop passes that they have. And then they had that abysmal end of quarter sequence where they run the ball on 3rd and 2 with less than a minute left and a half. They don't get it. The Colts call a timeout. The Titans don't even know whether they want to go for it or not. They end up not wanting to go for it, so they send the field goal unit out there. They get a delay of game, so then it's even longer. It went from a 57-yard field goal to a 62-yard field goal. They kick it, they miss it. The Colts then immediately get into field goal range, kick a field goal, and the half. I mean, that is...
That sequence right there.
That's bad, man.
Kicking the 57-yarder is risky enough because, as far as I'm aware, the Titans don't have one of the elite kickers in the NFL. To willingly... and it's not as time was expiring in the half. There was, 50 seconds left?
42.
You just can't.
42 seconds left in the game.
You have to punt it away. I mean, again, there's certain times, and I know we're the analytics people and we're the go for it on 4th down people a lot more than many others. Certain times, punt the ball away, man. With this offense, with this Colts offense, the way it's rolling, punt the ball away and make him earn it. Yeah, well, you're not hitting a 62-yarder. The only kicker that should try that in that spot is Dallas, and even then, I might go, maybe not this time. I just don't. I don't. It's moments like that where. You mentioned Brian Callahan, and the one thing, especially with offensive coaches, you have to remember, look, he's the head coach. He doesn't just coach the quarterback. He coaches the whole team. So, yes, you're trying to develop your quarterback, and Cam Ward's the most important piece, but the penalties, the game situations, their defense, their secondary does not look good at all right now. You got to coach the whole team, and you got to look better than this, because in all 3 of their games, the Denver game, they looked more respectable, especially on defense, but you just mentioned the drop passes, too. A lot of times a focus issue and something that needs to be worked out in practice. You got to be able to coach this whole team long enough, because if you're sitting here losing every week and you're looking at a 1-win season or God forbid, 0-17 or something, because they were the team with the number 1 overall pick last year, you start to hear those questions.
It's just, yeah. I am shocked at how undisciplined the Titans are. Are they, a team that's not as talented as the rest of the league? Yes, but you can't be this undisciplined and even have a chance to win. By the way, the chat's letting us know that we had it wrong in the graphic. This is my bad. I input this wrong. 41-20 is the final score that we had here.
Oh, yes, they had 20.
To
Yep.
10. What about you? Stat that told the story. Most impressive?
I mean, this Colts offense is a machine.
Truly.
Look, listen. You know, I was in the Daniel Jones boat the whole way from the day they signed him. Mm-hmm. I thought he could function in this offense, right, and just give them something. Trev, do you know the Colts had 3 negative plays in this game, and the 3 negative plays were 3 kneel downs at the end. They basically had no plays that lost yardage.
They're calling it the perfect season.
They're calling it the perfect season. I'll trade a punt for that. I mean, seriously, no negative plays outside the 3 kneel downs and those 3 kneel downs, Anthony Richardson.
Were they? Oh, so you couldn't.
Anthony Richardson with 3 negative plays in this game.
Oh, that's not right. That's not right.
Gator grade.
That's not right.
That's
like the Bills putting Trubisky in for the kneel downs because they don't want to ruin Josh Allen's stats.
I know Trubisky's career yards per carry is going to get
horrendous.
It's going to be bad. But no, I mean, listen. Okay, look, it's not right, but it is accurate. 0 negative plays, 12 explosive plays, 9 of them in the passing game, almost 7 yards a play. They're one of just 3 teams in the NFL that has not given the football away this year yet, that they don't have a turnover through 3 games. Indianapolis, Buffalo, Tampa Bay. Big reason the Bucs are winning too. Tied for the fewest negative plays in the NFL with Jacksonville, the division rival. Both of them, if I take out kneel downs, the Colts only have 7 negative plays through 3 games. They don't do anything wrong. And my most impressive, of course, is Daniel Jones. Watching this game, the first 2 games, it looks like, okay, they look good. He's running things the way they're supposed to be run. This offense is high fun. I've never seen Daniel Jones look and throw the ball more confidently than he did in this football game.
Sure, I believe you.
I mean, just 78 passing grade, 76 rushing grade. He was trying his damnedest not to punt. The 1 third down scramble was just incredible. I mean, he's out there wearing number 17 running around. It looks like Josh Allen out there. But, I mean,
easy.
I know. He's leading the NFL in yards per attempt, 9.3. He's got a 1% turnover-worthy play, or only 1 turnover-worthy play through 3 games.
Yeah.
He's throwing the ball downfield. The play action's working. The RPOs are working. Tyler Warren's working. You're getting into that. Yeah. Alec Pierce down the field. Hopefully he's healthy. I know he took a hard fall on the 1 deeper. I mean, this entire offense and Daniel Jones and the ways it's legitimately a machine. This is everything that Shane Steichen wants in an offense. And for as much as an optimist as I was on this is a different level.
Yeah.
This is a whole different. They're clearly right now with this offense. They're clearly the best team in this division.
I said this last week. A lot of people will look at this situation and say, like, oh, do we have another Sam Darnold on our hand? Now, obviously, Darnold did it for a full year sample size. You know, I know it wasn't great for the final 2 weeks that he was there with Minnesota last season. But to be honest with you, Daniel Jones' numbers are better than Sam Darnold's in every category you would want them to be, right? Overall passing grade under pressure, passing grade on money down, so 3rd and 4th down, yards per attempt, average depth of target, turnover-worthy play rate, all of that. All of those numbers, Daniel Jones is better. So, yeah, as much as I sometimes hate these, like, oh, who's the next like this? And I knew that we would obviously have it with Sam Darnold. It's like, oh, who's the next cast-off quarterback that's going to play like a Pro Bowler, which is, I feel like, is a dumb question. Jones!
And it should be said, you mentioned it with running backs earlier, like with Saquon Barkley, right? It should be, who's the next cast-off player that gets to go to a functional situation?
Sure.
Because basically the entire time that Jones was in New York, along with Saquon, those 2 guys were just trying to carry something. They were just trying to carry that team. I still remember even the year they made the playoffs, the Giants were the 4th lowest-graded team in the NFL in the regular season. They were just working around it and winning close games. This is a different, way more confident player than this is the most confident I've ever seen him play in this game.
I wonder how much this affects the upcoming quarterback conversation. Because in college football, it looks like, okay, we have some guys who maybe we like, and there's a couple guys who are sort of rising to the top of the quarterback list for the 2026 draft, but it's not overwhelming like we thought that it maybe could be.
You mean like the same thing in college? You mean like giving Carson Beck a better supporting cast? No wonder Miami looks the way they do. Sorry, college show conversation. Get with us tomorrow.
But I wonder how Darnold played last year, how Jones is playing now. You can throw Baker in there if you want to.
Absolutely.
I wonder how much that changes maybe the desperation in the quarterback conversation.
And look at it the other way. In this same division, look at what's eroding around C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, we'll get to Stroud and
again.
That's the next game we're
context,
talking about.
except for the big four guys, and even then, Burrow's hurt and Mahomes is struggling. Except for the big four guys, context is everything with all of this.
My most impressive is Tyler Warren. I mentioned how he trails only Tetairoa McMillan in receiving yards and receiving grades so far this season, but he's more than just a receiver. He's a blocker as well. They continue to use him in a lot of great variety of ways. 21 snaps in line, 8 snaps as an out wide receiver, 6 snaps in the slot, 4 snaps in the backfield this past game. I mean, he's just all over the place. He is such a gem
familiar,
for this
doesn't it?
team. What do you what?
Sounds familiar, right? Just sounds like Penn State.
Oh, sure,
Just
yeah.
everywhere. I mean,
yes.
he's leading Jonathan Taylor's touchdown run at fullback.
Yes.
I mean, he's just fully embracing. Yeah, he's been the Swiss Army knife at Penn State. He did everything. He played a snap at center for Penn State last year and caught a touchdown. I know. He's just a football player.
No, he's amazing. Most disappointing for me is Calvin Ridley. 7 targets, 1 catch, 27 yards. Had a drop in this game. He's had a couple of drops so far this season. Very clearly, Cam Ward trusts Alec Iomena more.
Which is weird because in the preseason it looked like he did trust Ridley the most out of anybody.
Well, yeah. That's why I drafted him in fantasy in multiple leagues. Not going well for me.
Tough.
But as an Alec Iomena stockholder, that is going well for me.
Good hedging right there.
So, yeah, that's
big time.
That's where. So, yeah, I'm disappointed in Calvin Ridley because he was supposed to be one of these like leaders on the team. Young team, Calvin Ridley, one of the highest paid guys, veteran guy. He's played at a high level in this league. Like he was supposed to be a lot more of a steady and impactful presence for them, and he just has not been early on in this season. Most disappointing for you before we move on to the next game.
This Titans secondary struggle, and last week we pointed out L'Jarius Sneed. This time the free safety Amani Hooker, 28.8 coverage grade. It was tough. I mean, again, when Jones is clean in the pocket and he can just take free shots downfield, your secondary is going to have a problem.